an NBA lottery pick, a guy who has over 350 games of top-level experience, including playing alongside superstars like LeBron James, just turned down offers from major European powerhouses to come and play in the NBL. And this isn't just another random import signing for the Adelaide 36ers. It's a calculated, strategic move that sends a signal to the rest of the league. For years, the 36ers have been hunting for that one missing piece to elevate them from a good team to a title-winning one. That one piece that could finally end their championship drought. Fans had hopes that piece was going to be Montrezl Harrell or Kendrick Davis when they came in last year. But when that didn't go to plan, fans were left with the same question. When are we going to get an import that's going to make enough impact on our team to take us to a championship? But now, fans and the media think the 36ers have found the perfect import. This is how the 36ers landed former NBA first-round pick Troy Brown Jr. and why this one man could be the key to finally bringing back a championship to Adelaide. To understand why the signing of Troy Brown Jr. is such a huge deal, you first have to understand the puzzle the Adelaide 36ers front office have been trying to solve for the majority of this decade. For the past few seasons, the 36ers have been good, at times very good, but never good enough to become champions. And in pro sports, that's the only thing that matters. The team this season has shown flashes of brilliance, but it's been clear they've been missing a crucial element. A big, athletic, versatile wing who can play guard if needed. Someone who can truly do it all. In a league that's getting faster and more athletic every year, the 36ers have struggled to match up with teams that could throw multiple high-level scorers on the floor. Other than Bryce Cotton, they've lacked a genuine top-tier two-way scoring option. A guy who can not only create his own shot, but can create for others with his size and skill, who is also able to lock down the other team's best scorer. This lack of a superstar second option has been the hole in the 36ers rosters for years. This missing piece has kept them from being mentioned with the absolute top tier teams in the league. As general manager of the 36ers, Matt Weston explained, the team was patient, looking across the whole league to find the perfect fit. They weren't just looking for another body, they were hunting for a specific type of player who could help them. They needed someone completely new, someone with size, shooting, and defensive talent. Enter Troy Brown Jr. Standing at 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan, Troy Brown Jr. isn't just another unproven overseas import. He's a player with a serious NBA resume. Troy Brown Jr. was taken with the 15th overall pick in the 2018 NBA draft by the Washington Wizards and has spent 6 seasons in the most talented basketball league in the world, playing significant roles for the Wizards until 2021, the Chicago Bulls until the end of 2022, the Los Angeles Lakers for a season in 2023, the Minnesota Timberwolves for another season, and some time with the Detroit Pistons to finish off his NBA career. And this wasn't just a couple 10-day contracts and a couple bench-warming games in the NBA. We're talking 356 games of legitimate NBA experience. His consistent second season in Washington saw him put up over 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. He was also a key rotational player for a Los Angeles Lakers team that made a deep playoff run, proving he can handle the pressure of meaningful basketball. He's a guy who has shared the court with and battled against some of the best players on the planet. What makes him the perfect answer to Adelaide's problem is his specific skill set that fits perfectly into the 36ers system. On offense, he's a true 3-level scorer who can create his own shot, but is also comfortable playing off the ball or creating for others. He's a career 35% three-point shooter in the NBA, a number that will force defenses to respect his shooting abilities and will help open up the floor for everyone else. On defense, his size and length are exactly what the 36ers have been looking for the past couple seasons. He can guard multiple positions, from speedy guards to bigger forwards, which gives head coach Mike Wells a ton of new creative ways to set up his defense, with a bunch of added flexibility on both the offensive and defensive sides of the court. As GM Matt Wetson put it, he's a legitimate shooter who is very good on the defensive side of the ball with great hands. There's no doubt that Troy Brown Jr. will be a great addition to the 36ers roster, but how did he actually land on Australian soil? So the biggest question is, why Troy Brown Jr. even pick Adelaide? A player of Troy Brown Jr.'s caliber, still only 26 years old, definitely had other options, receiving big lucrative offers from major European clubs. So why'd he pick the NBL? The answer seems to be a mix of perfect timing, smart recruiting, the growing reputation of the NBL, and the promise of a comfortable lifestyle in Adelaide. After recent short stints playing in Turkey and Puerto Rico, Troy Brown Jr. would have been looking for the right fit, a team where he could play a major role and genuinely compete for a title. The NBL has built a name for itself as a high-level, fast-paced league that's a real pathway for players with NBA ambitions or even players looking to get back into the NBA system. He saw a team in Adelaide that was already rolling with a hot start to the season, sitting at 9-3 and second on the ladder, a team that was just one piece away from being a powerhouse. The 36ers front office, led by Matt Weston and owner Grant Kelly, were patient. They had a specific target in mind and waited for him. When an opportunity to sign a player of Troy's caliber appeared, they pounced on the opportunity. Upon arriving in Adelaide, Troy Brown himself explained the reasoning behind his decision. He mentioned the team's style of play, their high ball movement, and the pure effort he saw when watching their games. He saw that the pieces were already there and he knew he could be the guy to help push them to the top of the NBL. Most importantly, he made it clear his mind wasn't mainly focused on a quick return to the NBA. When asked about it, Troy said, "I told Coach Wells I am where my feet are. I'm just worried about what's in front of me." This isn't a player looking for a quick stopover. This is a player who has come to make an impact and win a championship. The hype around Troy Brown Jr.'s arrival was massive, and he immediately showed why. In his debut game, despite not having played professionally in months and only just landing in Adelaide, he put up a stat line that was a perfect snapshot of his all-round game. In his first game against the Cairns Taipans, he scored 9 points, picked up 7 rebounds, and dished out 4 assists, and had 2 steals in just 23 minutes. It was a glimpse of the versatility that could change the 36ers' potential this season. NBL legend Andrew Gay said it best during the game's broadcast, saying, "He has the makings to be a superstar in this league." The most important impact will be on the 36ers' entire offense. For the first time, Adelaide has a big wing who can share the ball handling duties and create his own shot against elite defenses. This helps take a massive load off the team's primary guards, especially their star signing over the offseason in Bryce Cotton. The addition of Troy Brown Jr. allows Bryce to move more without the ball, run off screens, and get easier looks instead of having to create everything for himself while being face guarded up the court. Troy Brown Jr.'s size totally transforms Adelaide's lineup options. At 6'7", he can slot in at shooting guard, small forward, or even power forward in smaller, faster lineups. This can also let coach Mike Wells go big, pairing him with forwards Zylan Cheatham, Isaac Humphries, or Nick Rakocevic to control the boards and own the paint. On the other hand, Troy Brown Jr. also allows Mike Wells to go small and run faster lineups using Brown's defensive switching to create headaches for other teams. That kind of tactical flexibility is what championship teams are made out of. It's no longer about whether opponents can stop Bryce Cotton and his friends. It's about if they can possibly handle a multi-pronged attack that can beat them in a number of different ways. As long as a player of Troy's talent continues to integrate well with the 36ers team culture and is able to get comfortable in an NBL system, the sky is the limit for the Adelaide 36ers. The signing of Troy Brown Jr. is more than just another roster move for the Adelaide 36ers. It's them showing the rest of the NBL that they're coming and they want to win now. It's the result of a patient, strategic hunt for the one player who could solve their biggest question mark. They needed a versatile two-way wing with size and a deep NBA resume, and with time and patience and a good pitch, they were able to go out and get him. He's a secondary creator who takes the pressure off the rest of the team, but especially off Bryce Cotton, allowing him to do more work off the ball rather than having to always work with the ball in hand. He's a defensive stopper who can match up with the league's best perimeter players. He's the tactical key that allows a world of lineup flexibility for Mike Wells to work with, and can turn a good offense into a dynamic, multi-dimensional scoring machine. For years, the Adelaide 36ers have been knocking on the championship door, always being just one or two good pieces away from being real championship contenders. But now with the arrival of Troy Brown Jr., they haven't just found a puzzle piece that fits. They might have found the missing puzzle piece that finishes the whole puzzle. This is a move that elevates them from contenders to one of the clear favorites. The puzzle is no longer missing a piece, it's complete. And the final picture looks an awful lot like a team destined to lift the NBL championship trophy at the end of the NBL 26 season. But what do you think? Do you think the 36ers are now clear contenders to win it all at the end of the season? Or is there someone else in the NBL who you think could win it all? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more basketball content. Thanks for watching and goodbye.